welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you a book haul. So I got a new bookshelf, and my books that I currently have didn't fill the entire shelf. So I had to go book shopping and buy some more books that I've been wanting to read. So I thought I would create this little video so you can have a look and see what new books that I have purchased. So firstly, I picked up Hunted by Chuck Palahniuk. So this one has been on my radar for a while. It was a book that was recommended to me. So I don't know too much about this. I know that this might be a collection of short stories, but it is quite interesting, and I picked it up secondhand, so I didn't get a choice on what edition I got. So I've got this hardback version that has see-through eyes, like cutouts for the eyes. So that's interesting. So yeah, picked it up secondhand and wasn't too expensive, thankfully. Next up we have Chlorine by Jade Song. So I don't know too much about this other than it has an incredible cover and it's about mermaids. I'm somebody who gets a little bit terrified of water, so I was hoping to do some books relating to water, and Chlorine stood out for me, and I just adore this cover. So it's definitely a cover buy in that sense. I'm not going to be giving synopsis for these books simply because I am enjoying going into books slightly more blind and kind of learning the story whilst reading it. So if you are intrigued to hear what these books are about, do subscribe and come back, because no doubt I will be doing a round out or themed vlogs with all of these books that I've hauled. Next up we have The Reformatory. I've heard amazing things about this story, and I believe that it is set in the deep south of America. So yeah, really intrigued by this story, and everything that people are saying seems so good. The next book that I'm going to haul is The Ghostwoods by C.J. Cook. So C.J. Cook is an author that I adore now. I've read a number of their books and have loved every single one of them. So I have read The Lighthouse Witches and most recently A Hunting in the Arctic, which I adored. It was like one of my favourite books, and I seen that people were talking about The Ghostwoods as well by the same author, so I was intrigued. This is a gothic thriller and she does a lot of really good gothic writing, so very intrigued. I enjoyed The Lighthouse Witches, so I'm hoping that this might be similar. Next up we have Edenville by Sam Reblin. So again, this is another new release that I'm very intrigued to get to. Again, I love this cover, it is stunning, and people are loving this and saying it's creepy, so really looking forward to reading it. And yeah, it seems like it's a blend of like cosmic horror and body horror, and those are two things that I love. So yeah. Next up we have House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. So I wanted to read this since it was released last year, and I adored The Year of the Witching, so I knew that this author is another one that I needed to read from, and this is like The Handmaid's Tale, so really intrigued by that, and I really love her writing, so I'm hoping that this book is going to give me the same feels as The Year of the Witching did. I adored it and I cannot wait for the second book in that series to come out. But in the meantime, I'm glad that House of Hunger has now come out in paperback. Next up we have Tales from Russian Folklore. I've been wanting to read Russian folklore for a while now, so wanted to add this to my collection. I have just read some fairy tale retellings, so I'm in the mood for some of those. Next up we have Exquisite Corpse by Poppy C. Bright. This I've seen as like a creepy book that you need to read if you're into horror and extreme horrors. Next up we have Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. By Julia Armfield. Again, this is like a deep sea thriller. So I picked it up for that similar vibe with the water. People said it's interesting, so yeah, picked it up, added it to the collection. The next one is Lapfona by Otessa Moshive. Not gonna say that. Apparently this is a disturbingly funny story about medieval life and the horrors and fictionalizing that. Next up is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This one has been on my radar for a while and I seen it in a charity shop, so I knew I had to pick it up. I recently read an S.A. Cosby book back in the summer, All the Sinners Bleed, and really loved it. So I wanted to give the author another try, and people have loved reading Razorblade Tears, so I thought, why not give that a shot as well? The next book is Pine by Francine Toon. This is a story set in the Highlands in Scotland, and it's been on my radar for a number of years now, and I've just never picked it up. So it was in a charity shop again, and yeah, I definitely had to pick it up for £2. So I'm looking forward to finally getting around to reading this. And finally, we have The Woman in Cabin 10. This is another one that I found in the charity shop, and I've never read from Ruth Ware before, so I am looking to give this author a try and obviously read more thrillers. So yeah, it is water-based as well, but it's more of a thriller about somebody going missing on a cruise ship, or if she even was on a cruise ship. So I'm intrigued to find out what the hype around this story and Ruth Ware is about. So those are all my new books. That is everything for now. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, keep your pages turning and embrace the darkness. Bye.